Morning of 14. Morning. At 7:30 a.m., she wakes up with vile thoughts on her mind. With pulse-beating redness banging in her head, her heart is starting to explode within her. Messing up its beat, it skips like a vinyl record. It's like a vulture crazed because he didn't kill his next victim. Well, the crow that hauled her into his trunk yesterday is still plundering her imagination. She'll never let this go. Good afternoon. 1:15 p.m., this girl is still torn up from a rapture that took place in a cemetery where her mother lied. Visiting her bed at night, she cuddles up with her mother's grave, wishing to die. A man in disguise defiles her body with his ominous eyes while she's breaking her knees to worship the dead. The sky suffers from necrophilia, feeding on corpses to fulfill his urges. His wife at home thinks he's worthless. He says he's working, but he's really going to feast, goes to his own heaven to torture the fallen. Is this rage brought upon from the past? Nobody really cares. This fantasy will always last. Good evening. 6:45 p.m., her arms, legs, and pelvic bone are all tightened up. Tied to his brakes, he keeps on thrusting. The silence in this drive is making her want to take her own life. Her screams are a comfort to the sick man. Be quiet. Drive, the desires coming from adrenaline glands. He wants to mush her virginal mouth into the intersect of his legs. His hands bruising her neck as they ride so far. And to a tomb of this revolution and this chapter of the revelations, the Antichrist isn't the devil. He'll never let this child go. Good night. At 11:59 p.m., they fell asleep in front of the wheel. Fell asleep to his sinister lullabies, her peeled eyes, her sobbing. Tears drip from her chin onto his waist. He sleeps. She starts dashing, passing the breast of orchid trees and running from the shadow of a girl that she used to know. She's barely even breathing. Too afraid to go inside from the pain of this lifeless night, tiptoeing in her bedroom, she carelessly drops her back onto her teddy. Let the morning begin.